Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pei.
And welcome. You are tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, streaming everywhere, including my YouTube channel. If you free subscribe there, you'll get a notification every morning at 8 during the week that you're about to be splattered with more hope and happiness, because that's what this show is about. Highlighting what is good with the world, what is good with the community, what's good with you, and what's good with me. Because there's just so much bad news out there all the time, 24/7. If it bleeds, it leads. And I just thought, you know what? People don't feel good when they read something and the bottom line is, are you kidding me? Or is the world really going to hell in a handbasket? Or they did what? So whenever you're in that space, I know it might fill you up with adrenaline for a California minute, but then afterwards, you just don't feel good. And I want you to feel good because it is your birthright to be happy 88% of the time. And that's why, you know, I'm on this Happy 88 mission, 88 million people. More happy people in the next 8 years. And that's why I know you've tuned in here. And I had a little bird tell me that the show's doing really well. The numbers are looking really good. And I'm so grateful that you have continued with me, that I'm not alone in trying to balance out all the bad news, that you are here to be part of my Happy 88 tribe. And if you're not officially part of that tribe, please go to drmarissa.life. so that you can be part of all that I do. And if you haven't been on social media and seen me, please do go to Doc Balance on Instagram and Dr. Marissa everywhere else, because together we can truly take the energetic level from anger and dis-ease and pressure and overwhelmment and disgust to a place of joy and peace and love, which are out there, but we got to start. And that is the question of the day to start today's show. The question is, how can you be happy when there's all this stuff going on around you that is not happy making? So there's Delta variant, and there's going to be all kinds of Latin letter variants as we continue to struggle and get back to what we thought we wanted before. Hashtag BC19, the time before COVID, which is just, success and good relationships and money in our pocket and the ability to travel and the ability to hug and all of those things. How do you be happy? How can you possibly be not worried about what's going down the line? So that's a good question. And I may have hit this before, but it's worth repeating because I constantly get asked this on my messages, on emails, on people who come, and they just are continuing to ask that question. How can you expect me to feel good or happy during this time? Well, I can't expect you to be happy. I can hope that you're happy. I can cajole and cheerlead you into choosing happiness, but the ultimate decision is yours. So here's the sales job for choosing happiness. Those of you who don't already know, it is no longer a supposition or a theory that feeling good, feeling positive, feeling hopeful will positively affect your health, while feeling resentful and angry and bitter and sad and depressed and hopeless will hurt your health. Dr. Deepak Chopra, who's a medical doctor and also a new thought leader, he has done a lot of medical research to link the way your cells function is directly correlated to the thoughts and feelings that you have as a habitual part of your life. So if you are pretty much angry most of the time, and I have to say, if you go on social media, I can tell you, and they're no longer my friends because I don't want to be surrounded with that kind of energy. There's plenty to be angry about. You can be angry about your political beliefs. You can be angry about your religious beliefs. You can be angry about the government. You can be angry about the employers or lack of employers. You can be angry about support, no support financially. You can be angry about the moratorium on eviction. You can be angry about all of these things constantly, 24/7. Anger, which is the precursor, cousin, or the ramp up into hostility, which is anger on steroids. You can be hostile, and we've seen the news coverage of more road rage than ever before. I saw the statistic on airline angry passengers, unruly passengers, up 600 times. 600 times since COVID. Asian hate crimes, we all know, above 3,800 since the beginning of pandemic. All hate crimes. The good news, by the way, is 211 is the new number to call if you witness a hate crime or are a victim of one yourself. So that's the good news. The bad news is all of that, which is stemmed and steeped in hostility, is at an all-time high. So that tells me there are tremendously more people who are living in the space of anger and hostility. So if you're one of those people, and the bad news is those two emotions are directly linked to your sickness. And if you're not sick right now outwardly, your body is going through all of the creation of disease inside directly related to those two emotions, anger and hostility. This is not a made up thing. This is absolutely steeped now in medical science. So that's why I want you to stop being angry and stop being hostile for your own good, for your own health. This is nothing to do with the morality of it or what you're doing to the world, even though it's not great. I'm talking about you. I care about your health. I care about the world's health. I care about everyone's health. I care about my own health. And the chances of me staying out of anger and hostility are higher when the people around me are as well. So I do my best to stay out of those two emotions, anger and hostility. Doesn't mean that I don't get angry. Doesn't mean that I don't have thoughts of hostility when someone insults me or yells at me on social media and shakes their finger. The other day, someone, shame on you for advocating vaccines. And I looked at that and I was like, I saw red. I wanted to say, how dare you come at me? But I got angry. Instead of writing a response, I have the ability to delete, and I'm grateful. You can accuse me of cancel culture, but my job in life is to act on my own behalf. And I don't want to be constantly surrounded by connected people in my social media who shame me. That's my right. I don't want to be shamed. And so if you want to be part of my connections in social media, you don't have the right to shame me. So that's me taking care of myself. That's me putting my boundaries up. So I deleted her. I unfriended her. She has the right to her beliefs, but she does not have the right to come and shame me. So if you have people like that in your social media, I think that there's a helpful side of cancel culture. I don't call it cancel culture. I call it taking care of myself, placing healthy boundaries for myself. If you want to be part of my life, then there's consequences when you cross lines with me. That's it, because I love myself. The order is always friendly universe, self, and others. That way I don't feed into codependency, which is another disease that my happiness is dependent on yours. No, it's not. My happiness is dependent on what I believe in myself and what I believe around the world. So that's my responsibility. That's my choice, the most powerful tool I have. So in order not to feel anger and hostility for more than 16 seconds, those of you know that I'm a student of the law of attraction, which says if you think something longer than 16 seconds, then that thing, whether positive or negative, is going to join with another thought that is either positive or negative. So I have control over that. So I get angry for 16 seconds. I usually can't get hostile for 16 seconds because that takes me, I don't feel good right away. My body knows I'm not a hostile person and I don't like it's a foreign feeling. So I try not to do that. I release my anger. And then Dr. Chopra says there are 3 emotions that can actually make your cells sing and function in a much more cooperative place and up your chances of health. If you want good health, there are 3 emotions that you will want to stay in as much as possible. So take a guess. I know I can't see you and you can't type in your answers here, but just a lot of people say love, joy, and peace. And it's actually love, you're right. And now I'm forgetting if it's peace or joy. But the third one's the one I always like to focus on because, of course, everybody wants golden rule, love each other, all you need is love. So we all know we want to love. We try to love as much as possible. Peace, we try to be as at peace as much as possible, but it is conditional. The third one, which I thought was surprising, which is the one I always want to raise, is because this is something that's doable and fun. So the third emotion that helps you have good health is actually creativity. So if you now react and say, yeah, but I'm not creative, I don't know how to dance, I can't sing, even in the shower, it's not good, I can't write, I can't do anything that belongs in the creative camp, that's BS. That's bullshitaki. It's a belief system that keeps you from being creative. Here's what creativity is. Do you ever solve problems? Are you a problem solver? Every person on the planet is a problem solver. Whenever you wake up and you're alive, you are solving problems. Things come at you. You are looking for a solution. That's creativity. So you can actually flip around. If you're not happy constantly, it's like everything gets thrown at me all the time and I don't know how I can survive all this stuff. And if you're a person that says I can't be creative, you're solving problems. When you solve problems, you are being creative. So if you're a person that's like, I'm not creative and I just can't stand every day, something's going on wrong and I have to fix things all day and I don't have time to do what I need to do. Well, guess what? You're actually fixing problems. You are being creative when you're fixing problems. So when you reframe that, then you'll be able to at least have a little bit better attitude about what you need to do all day. I say to my managers at organizations all the time, they complain about being interrupted all the time and they can't get their work done. And I tell them, being interrupted and helping solve problems, that's your job. That's what managers do. You are doing your job. So maybe you put in your to-do list interruptions, because it's just one of those things that you do. You're helping, you're being part of the solution. So I hope I've given you enough of an incentive to use creativity as a way to keep yourself healthy. It's not just solving problems. If you've always wanted to learn how to sing, get a vocal coach. Learn how to play the piano, learn how to play an instrument. If you're still out of work, learn how to play an instrument. It's not too late. That spurs on, that gets the creative juices going. Learn a new language, learn a new craft, knit. My bonus mom, she's 88. She still knits, crochets, and felts hats. And I know that's why she is doing so well at the age of 88. My bonus dad's 91. He plays the ukulele. We're writing a new song together about Siri. I probably wasn't supposed to say that on the air, but so be creative, because when you are being creative, you are going to feel better about yourself, about your life, about what you're doing. All right. There's your question of the day. We'll be right back with more. I'm Dr. Marissa, reporting live from Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. And today's spotlight interview, he's such a special person. I've never had someone really turn around and try to interview me at the same time that I was interviewing him. And he came in studio. His name's Arturo Sandoval, and he's a Billboard #1 artist as well. Those of you who are jazz lovers know him. He's iconic and incredibly talented from Cuba. He actually escaped from there and came here, and his story.
Dr. Arturo Sandoval, 10-time Grammy Award winner, 6-time Billboard Award winner, #1 trumpeter on the planet, in my opinion, recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and connected to me through my wonderful twin sister, #1 jazz keyboardist Keiko Matsui. Please welcome to the studio, Dr. Arturo Sandoval.
Oh my God! I wonder.
What? You wonder what?
No. That's I really appreciate your introduction very much. But I wonder why you say my name like this, Arturo Sandoval. Like
because you're like a legend. You're with Ramsey Lewis, with the greats. Stevie Wonder. In my mind, that's the level that you're at, because you are a master, a maestro. You're ageless, of course.
Now
but
I
you're
understand, but I say, what? She said my name like that. Like it's like a magician or malabarist or something. Guy who's gonna eat fire.
Yeah. Well, you kind of do. I mean, you're gonna be 70 years old. You're still performing. You're still incredible. In fact, don't know if you got the clip. I sent it a little late. Did you? Oh, let's go ahead and play a little bit. This is from Long Beach Jazz Festival, and I was fortunate enough to. It's always falls on my birthday, so it's my birthday present. So we'll take a little listen. All right. I ran out of battery before I could get more of you. That's why we have another trumpeter there too, and not just your solos, but you really.
That was very nice. Terence Blanchard.
Yes.
Incredible jazz trumpeter.
Yes.
He played one tune with us.
Yes, and it was
that was a nice
festival.
Great. Beautiful festival.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
So let's go back. So you were born in Cuba. Yes.
Cuba. Yeah.
And you played from age what?
10.
10?
10 years old.
So you've been playing music, it will be for?
Almost 60 years.
Almost 60 years.
Next year going to be 60 years.
Right.
But I want to tell you something.
Yes, please.
And in a couple of months I'm going to be 70 years old. And
right.
I really thought that especially after 65 or something, I'm going to play, a lot of less gigs, and I'm going to be, and it has been all the way around. I've been, for the last few years, I've been working more than when I was younger.
Why?
Because I'm blessed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm broke. No, I'm teasing. You're blessed.
I'm blessed because I do what I love, and it's an old saying in Cuba that said, "Be sure you study what you love, and you'll never have to work."
Yes.
And it's good when you call your work play.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's very nice. It's very nice. It's really not work. Well, it shows. When you play, you're in that zone. I can tell. You're just so happy.
I enjoy every second of it when I'm on stage because I feel so relaxed, so happy, so grateful to be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege when you can play for the people and you can share your emotions. You can really express your feelings through an instrument or your voice or whatever, and the people react to that, and you feel like you're doing your mission on earth.
Yes, to spread joy through music.
Absolutely.
So, we were walking down the hallway to get to the studio, and there was a guy behind us, and when I went to the bathroom, he said, "Oh, yeah, I have a bunch of his albums. I should have recognized him."
You went to the same bathroom?
No, not this time. Not this time.
Oh.
You can. We're gonna have a great time. So.
I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be right back. Don't go away with more of Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. And in today's Spotlight interview, he's such a special person, Arturo Sandoval, and he's a Billboard #1 artist as well. Those of you who are jazz lovers know him. He's iconic and incredibly talented from Cuba. He actually escaped from there and came here and
Oh my God! I wonder.
What? You wonder what?
No. I really appreciate your introduction very much. But I wonder why you say my name like this, Arturo Sandoval. Like
Because you're like a legend. You're with Ramsey Lewis, with the greats. Stevie Wonder. In my mind, that's the level that you're at, because you are a master, a maestro. You're ageless, of course.
Now
but
I
you're
understand, but I say, what? She said my name like that. Like it's like a magician or malabarist or something. Guy who's gonna eat fire.
Yeah. Well, you kind of do. I mean, you're going to be 70 years old. You're still performing. You're still incredible. In fact, I don't know if you got the clip. I sent it a little late. Did you? Oh, let's go ahead and play a little bit. This is from Long Beach Jazz Festival, and I was fortunate enough to. It always falls on my birthday, so it's my birthday present. So we'll take a little listen. All right. I ran out of battery before I could get more of you. That's why we have another trumpeter there too, and not just your solos. But you're really
that was very nice. Terence Blanchard,
yes,
incredible jazz trumpeter.
Yes,
he played one tune with us.
Yes,
yes.
And it was
that was a
and
nice
it was
festival.
Great.
Beautiful festival.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
So let's go back. So you were born in Cuba. Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
And you played from age what?
10.
10?
10 years old.
So you've been playing music, it will be for?
Almost 60 years.
Almost 60 years.
Next year going to be 60 years.
Right.
But I want to tell you something.
Yes, please.
And in a couple of months I'm going to be 70 years old. And
right.
I really thought that especially after 65 or something, I'm going to play, a lot of less gigs, and I'm going to be, and it has been all the way around. I've been, for the last few years, I've been working more than when I was younger.
Why?
Because I'm blessed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm broke. No, I'm teasing. You're blessed.
I'm blessed because I do what I love, and it's an old saying in Cuba that said, "Be sure you study what you love, and you'll never have to work."
Yes.
And it's good when you call your work play.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's very nice. It's very nice. It's really not work. Well, it shows when you play. You're in that zone. I can tell you're just so happy.
I enjoy every second of it when I'm on stage because I feel so relaxed, so happy, so grateful to be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege when you can play for the people and you can share your emotions. You can really express your feelings through an instrument or your voice or whatever, and the people react to that, and you feel like you are doing your mission on earth.
Yes. Yes, to spread joy through music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were walking down the hallway to get to the studio, and there was a guy behind us, and when I went to the bathroom, he said, "Oh, yeah, I have a bunch of his albums. I should have recognized him."
You went to the same bathroom?
Yeah, no, not this time. Not this time. You can. We're gonna have a great time. So I'm gonna have to be very careful what I say to this man.
I have to be prepared, for those kind of.
Anyways, back to Cuba.
Nowadays, you don't know anymore,
We're not going there. We're going to stay here, go to Cuba. Okay, we're going back to Cuba.
You go to Cuba. I don't want to go to Cuba.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What happened
escaped
there?
from there.
Yeah, what happened? I know you were arrested because you
was many
were
years ago.
listening to jazz on Voice of America.
Yeah.
But you grew up in Cuba. So why did you escape? Why did you want to leave?
Why?
Because you couldn't play what you wanted.
You promised me that we don't going to talk about politics.
No, that's not exactly what we said. I asked him, actually, if there's anything he doesn't want to talk about.
We don't want to talk about it because it's so boring.
Oh, that politics.
No,
You're
it's
right.
okay.
You're right. I don't count that politics, though. So
I just want to live the rest of my days in the United States of America, and I got the opportunity, and of course I took it.
Yeah.
When I could, not before, no after.
Right.
Because I don't want to leave my family behind.
So you would have
otherwise
come earlier.
I could be here
long time.
way before.
Okay.
Way before.
Okay. So you came over at what age?
I was 40 years old.
Oh, okay.
30 years ago.
Okay. So
1989.
and Dizzie Gillespie helped you.
That's correct.
With
It's even a movie on HBO about that.
What's the movie called?
The movie called For Love for Country, the Arturo Sandoval story.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that.
It's a wonderful movie.
Yeah, I will definitely put that on my list.
Very well done movie. The director, rest in peace, was a great director, Joseph Sargent. And Andy Garcia played me, Yeah. It's a very well done one. By the way, I won the Emmy for the score of the movie.
You did. Congratulations. One of many Emmys, by the way. And
no,
you did the.
I have only one Emmy.
Oh no, I'm talking about Grammy.
Grammy, I have like 22 nominations and 10 Grammys.
Yeah. Small potatoes.
Yeah.
Sarcasm is another service we both offer, as I can tell.
That's okay.
Do you mind turning the air on a bit in the outside? Thanks.
On or off?
On. Are you warm or
A
cold?
little bit.
Yes,
warm.
we're going to turn on.
Yes, please. Please.
That was a unanimous. So you also did the score for Clint Eastwood's movie The Mule.
The Mule, that's correct.
Yes.
The movie came out last December.
How was that working with him?
An honor and a privilege.
I can see the two of you together having a blast.
He's a wonderful,
you're both very talented
person.
and creative.
Wonderful
creative
person, and I enjoy every minute of it.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. You can invite him on my show. How's that? This is how I got him, actually, was because my twin sister Keiko Matsui, I was telling her that I had heard you I had heard you play.
I sing too.
Do you sing too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny, those clapping.
I love my life. I have all these clips now. I got the Righteous Brothers to sing for me. I got one of the, the original singers. Who's interviewing who here? This is
I need you give me out of those give me a couple, because that's a realization in life.
But I have a script here of all these questions I want to ask you.
This is the most difficult thing to achieve, happiness.
No, actually it's not. We think it is.
Health first.
No.
And then happiness.
The most difficult thing is to understand that we choose what we choose, that people have abdicated their ability to choose happiness. You choose music because it brings you happiness and joy.
Yeah, but sometimes life presents to you things that shake you all the way.
Yeah, and those things, did they make you better?
Stronger.
So there you go.
I took it as lessons.
There you go. Like what? What's the toughest lesson you've had?
The tougher lesson is when like Charlie Chaplin used to say, a day without laughing is complete lost day. We have to smile and laugh every day.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it's a wasted day.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your next question?
My next. Like I said, okay, so you actually, this is another politics though. You
It's
applied
okay.
for citizenship and you were
Yeah.
denied.
Yeah, that's
The country you wanna
That was
be
a
in.
kind of a very interesting story. I'm gonna tell you that my wife and me and my son we came together.
I don't want to cover your face. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. We came together,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you got a residency, you have to wait 5 years to. That's the law. You
Yeah.
have to wait 5 years to apply for the citizenship,
Mm-hmm.
and we did it together. And they gave it to her right away, and they denied it to me.
Oh,
I say, wow, we came from the same place. We grew up together. We were married for so many years. We got one children together.
mm-hmm.
And they start to give me a very hard time with that situation. For 2-3 years with lawyers and things, interviews, and oh my goodness, that was a nightmare. I said, why?
So that's one of those
Nobody,
hardships.
I'm gonna tell you, nobody loves this country more than me, and I really mean that. Although I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes,
if I
please.
don't mean a thing, I don't say it. If I open my mouth, is to say whatever I feel, whatever I want,
Yeah.
because that's the most beautiful thing in freedom,
Yes. Yeah.
And if I tell you that I love this country with all my heart, I really do. And I couldn't understand why that happened to me. And you know what happened?
What happened?
A guy who was the director of the immigration office in Miami, they found out that he was a spy for the communist Cuba, he wasn't a spy, and then he started to put funny things in my file. Oh yeah, and then they got him finally. Later on, the people from the FBI, they came to my house and sir, we came here and apologize and to tell you that the problem of all the inconvenience or something about your citizenship application, it was because this guy was trying very hard to create problem for you.
Wow. Well, didn't that make you feel good?
Oh
That-
yeah,
that,
you know,
it's not every day you get apologized to by the government. No. Here it goes. But
They
I
don't
said-
need to apologize. They gave us so many things that we don't. They don't need to.
So you got a huge award by President Obama. That you got the Presidential Medal of Freedom,
Yes,
and you got to go to the White House and all of that.
I went to the White House like 20 times
Oh,
since I get here with Bush Senior.
uh-huh.
That was the first time.
To for awards or to play or both?
I don't call work.
Oh, yes. So that's
I call
right.
play.
That's right. Play.
I went
Yes.
there to
I'll
play.
I'll
to play.
play.
The first time, no. The first time was because Bush Senior invited me when as soon as I get in the country, I got an invitation to went to the White House. That was a big honor. And then I come back in every president. And with Obama, yes, during his presidency, I came to the White House like 4 or 5 times.
That's great.
And but you know what I like the most about the award is the name. Because I strongly believe freedom is the number one and the most important word in the entire dictionary.
Well, you
I always
learned
say,
it the hard way.
no freedom, no life. No freedom, no life.
So I'm guessing that's from your history
Oh
of
my
knowing
goodness. No, I can-
history.
I can-
mean, no freedom.
I can write a book about
Why don't you?
about the different
Yeah.
what it means to feel freedom and to don't have it.
Right. Are you
Yeah.
still? Are you allowed to go back? Have you been back?
No,
No.
in 30 years I couldn't go back.
You
because,
can't go
you know,
back. Still now.
They declare me a non grata person. You know, I'm not welcome to the
you're not
country where I
welcome.
was born. But it's okay. You know,
Yeah.
my hero, my mentor, Dizzie Gillespie, he used to say, "We are." No, he used to say many times. He said, "The world is a country, and we are the citizen of this country. We belongs to Earth."
Yes. Yes.
I don't feel
yes.
a stranger anywhere. You know.
Yeah.
Anywhere I go and the people treat me well and I feel comfortable, I feel respected, and I do what I should do.
Well, that's you give it out though. When you give it out, you're gonna receive that for sure.
And I feel like home.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
is where your heart
Heart
is.
is
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
absolute.
And if you're wondering who this lovely gentleman that I get to have in studio this week is, his name is Arturo Sandoval. I'm not going to say it that way. Let's say what the other way.
Can you say Arturo?
Ar, ar,
Ar,
ar,
Arturo.
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 Arturo. My tongue doesn't go that way.
Arturo. Arturo.
I'm Chinese, not
Nobody's
Spanish.
Nobody's perfect. I'm Cuban. I'm Cuban, you know.
你奇怪，
What that means?
你讨厌死了。
What that means? Damn.
In China, there's a little bzzz that just went there. In a loving way.
You know
if you're
what?
just weird,
I'm having fun with you.
I know.
Because you laugh, you smile, and that you know, when somebody smiles to you, that melts your heart, and you feel so relaxed, and I feel so comfortable here.
I love him.
How long is the program?
It's almost half over. It's almost half over. Actually, it's half over.
Okay.
If you've just tuned in, this is Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get happy with Dr. Marissa, and I am so glad to have Arturo Sandoval on the air today, and he's taking a selfie. And we're talking about his amazing life, coming from Cuba. See, I said that right? Cuba, and coming to America and just being received by most people very well. What's your proudest accomplishment?
I mean, you know, every time, which is happen almost every week for a few days a week. You know, every time I have the opportunity to be in front of the audience and the people respond to that and appreciate and respect and admire what you're doing, I feel I'm in heaven. You know, and some people believe about the money that you made or the awards or accolades or whatever. I leaned into the experience to get that kind of direct contact with humans, you know, and do something for their souls, you know, and that for me is the most important thing,
The proudest thing. So,
and that happened very often.
yes,
which is good.
It's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Did it always feel
I feel
that way?
motivated. I feel so motivated all the time. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like I tell people whenever I'm not feeling good, all I need to do is start talking about what I talk about, and I feel better already, or get on stage or do something. So I get that. So did you have this feeling that you wanted to do music from, like, who said, did someone say, blow a horn.
No, nobody said that.
Nobody.
My entire family, nobody have nothing to do with art in general. Nobody, no musician, no before me. And by the way, when I said that I want to be a musician or something, my family, they weren't too happy. No,
I bet.
no.
I know. Yeah.
And my neighbors, all the friends of my parents or something said, he wanted to be a musician? This kid is nuts.
Yeah.
He's out of his mind,
What did your parents do?
My father was a car mechanic, by the way.
A car mechanic, and your
Yeah.
mother
Yeah,
raised the
just
children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of us.
Yeah, good.
Me and my
How
sister.
many?
2.
2 girls.
Yeah.
A boy and a girl.
Yes.
Yes, you're. oh no, we're going back there. Are you the oldest?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So your sister's here now. She's also in the
She
States.
lives in Florida, in Miami. Yeah.
Okay. So then why music? Why the arts? Did
It's something
somebody?
that it's something I never got an explanation, to be sure, to be honest, because I never knew why, but it's something that was inside me that I knew that I didn't have another choice.
Wow.
I want to be a musician, no
From the
matter
beginning.
what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
First instrument was?
I joined like a little marching band in my village where I grew up. By the way, I grew up in the middle of the countryside of the island, the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And we were so poor at home, We don't even have floor. We had dirt.
Wow.
Oh yeah, my childhood was very, very, very poor, extremely poor.
So did you know you wanted to
And
get
then
out?
they gave me several instruments to try in the marching band. The first one was a bass drum. That was so heavy and too big and very difficult to carry. And say no. And then different things. But finally, start to look to the trumpet with the corner of my eyes, and I say, oh, I love that. And later on, I found out that the trumpet still fascinates me because it's an instrument that don't put any kind of limitation in terms of your expression. You can whisper like and you can you can make a big scandal.
Is it true that trumpeters are the best kissers?
I never kissed one.
That was good. I thought I had him for just a fraction of a second, but no, he had a better one.
No, I never tried, but you never know. Never too late. maybe I can get a mirror or something. Say, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna live this one down. So, okay, next question. Any regrets at all?
Oh my goodness, there's gonna be so many.
Really?
No. To be honest, my life always has been exactly the same thing, and I hope it's gonna stay like this. I'm gonna tell you my very, very true what I do every day in my life.
Yes.
I never concentrate thinking too much about the past. But the past is gone.
Yeah.
We have no control of that.
Yeah.
Maybe some good remembrance of things because
Yeah.
that element your soul
heart
and your
sing.
spirit.
Yeah.
But regarding a future, I never ever thought about what's gonna happen even tomorrow.
Wow.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
What I try to do all my life is concentrate in this 24 hours.
Yes.
What I gonna do
In the present.
this 24 hours to
Yeah.
try my best. That's
Yeah.
it. And tomorrow is another 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing a great job. You're doing a
I'm
really
trying.
good job.
I'm trying.
You are trying sometimes, but you're doing a great job.
And that was Arturo Sandoval. And if you would like to watch the rest of that amazing interview, please free subscribe to my YouTube channel, which then also alerts you to the morning show every morning at 8 during the week, so that I don't have to keep posting that I'm coming on. There's a method to my madness. But seriously, I would love to have you as part of my Happy 88 family as I continue to splatter more hope and happiness on you. And know that for the rest of the day, it's my job to wish you the best day ever. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live on KCAA with Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa. And remember, it's all about balance. Peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace.